If you only knew what I've been going through today to get some readings out. Woo. I'm not going to lose my cool. Grace doesn't do that too often. Okay. Anyway, how's everyone doing? Hopefully everything is going to go okay and this doesn't stop on me. Jeez. All right. So, let's see what we got. Let's see what we get into. Oh, that looks pretty good at least. Okay. There is something going on with a particular person. Beard, long beard, salt, pepper, hair. Sorry, I have to edit that. Rugged. I'm not saying this in a derogatory manner, but everyone's always offended. So, the word biker? Okay. Although I think the last person that would be offended would be somebody like that. So, they're usually pretty tough. In fact, I think it's a compliment, so, okay. But somebody could be dealing with somebody like that, or somebody maybe, I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. Motorcycles, trucks, bikes. Okay. Anyway, all right. I don't know if any of that makes any sense. Sunshine, hot, heat. The sun is just beating on someone. I don't like how that sounded. I'm just going to leave it at that. Okay. What do we have for the collective? Hit the like button, please. Hit the thumbs up. It's free. It's free. Okay. What do we have for the collective and love? We started off this way, the same way the other day. Eight of Swords came out sideways. We're going to take it in the upright. Executive decision on my part. Okay. Somebody feels as though... Let me get some more. Hold on. Let me get some more. What is this? Okay. Apparently. The cards are talking. Moon. Two of Wands. And there's that Ace again. Somebody is somebody's trying to make a decision whether or not they should reach out to another person. I feel as though they either feel that they're responsible for the way that somebody is, or they know that they're responsible. Okay. Something that they did, they know that they're responsible for an ending. They know that they're responsible for making this person feel like they could not, they had no freedom, no movement. This could be somebody who maybe wanted someone to kind of stay at home while they go and do whatever. And whatever it was that they were doing, it's not like it was really that good. Okay. I don't like this Two of Wands right here. Even though it's probably the most pleasant card here. I don't like the Two of Wands because in this, it's Tarot of a New Vision, by the way. There's a Jester right there in the back. don't like about this. Okay. Give me more. Clarify this Two of Wands, please. Hermit. Somebody feels like they are wiser now. They've left their old ways behind. Oh, it looks like they left their old ways behind. Somebody maybe now wants to make a new offer. Somebody feels like they've matured. They've changed. Dexter. All right. Somehow, I don't know that I like it. Temperance. This person feels like they've turned a new leaf in life. They feel like they have... They're feeling like a saint. They're feeling like they've done something, like they've redeemed themselves. Okay. It's very possible. It doesn't always mean that, sometimes people always like to say, it's bad timing, it's bad timing. Is it really? I don't really think it's bad timing. I think it's always perfect timing. Perfect timing to see how people really are. Perfect timing to, be a catalyst. Perfect timing to awaken another person. Okay? There is something about this Temperance card. If somebody may have had some sort of head trauma or maybe had something done to their head. Maybe they're hot-headed. Full. So somebody feels like they've healed a lot of things in their life. And they are, I'm getting something about turning a new leaf. This person could be could be them and their dog. Okay. It's a cute little doggy too. Almost looks like a little bear. Little doggy. Little gray doggy. Doesn't have to be gray. But believe it or not, you came closer than anyone else. You came closer than anyone else. You were so close. Here's the thing. You were so close to so much destruction. Now, there is a person here. Now, if that's something that's more long-term, it could be like that. However, I'm getting something as more as something like really, really short-term, as though someone may have gotten into it with another person quite recently. All right. Now, okay. So let's say like in the past, you've always been afraid to say anything. You never really were very sure of yourself. And let's say somebody did something. And you kind of like snapped around and was like, what? I'm not taking this anymore. From anyone. Could be like that. I know people have been a little bit off their rocker lately. But yeah. So I'm getting something like somebody maybe did something, said something, and somebody snapped around and was like, what'd you say? And I think somebody brought it. Yeah. Somebody could have brought some enlightenment, but also, yeah, they weren't able to kind of get you in your feelings, is what I'm getting. All right. Now, if that's the case, something may have actually elevated you. You may be elevated. If something happened where, you had to kind of like set the record straight, or, make sure that somebody wasn't doing something, or kind of like calling somebody on their BS, rather than just kind of like turning a blind eye and walking away. There's a time for certain things. Sometimes there's energies that we're going through where it's just like, you know what, it's probably best just to walk away. And then there's other times where it's like, you know what, you need to kind of like defend yourself. Okay? And this is one of those times. And I feel like somebody has elevated. They've changed the game for themselves. Okay? Could be a bit of both of those stories, though, to be honest with you. And I feel like that's a big part of it. So somebody has changed something within themselves. They're feeling much more secure and more confident within themselves. Okay? They're still loving and nurturing, but they're not going to take it anymore. They're not going to take it anymore. Now, there is another person here. I mean, this could be one and the same. I'm kind of getting a little bit of both. Like, it's kind of like pretty much the same energy. So you could have been mirroring this back to another person. Whoever this other person is that feels like they've turned a new leaf in life, and maybe they want to kind of do something to kind of patch something up. Okay? So I feel like you kind of like were like pretty much in the same energy, even though it's kind of like, it's hard to tell whose energy is whose. Okay? It's like that. Doing a tarot reading, sometimes you're like, is that my energy or is that somebody else's? It's like that. Even though clearly you weren't the aggressor, you weren't the vindictive one, you weren't the bad guy. Okay, not completely. Somebody else was. Somebody else was a bit more nasty and kind of like kept you trapped in some sort of mental state. Okay, depression. While they went off and did certain things. You were both kind of like in the same energy, yet it manifested differently. Okay? So, I'm sorry, I heard something. Excuse me. So let's say one person, let's say both were in fear. Both were in fear of commitment. One person, okay, could be you, was afraid of being tied down with someone who was very irresponsible, didn't care about your feelings, didn't live up to their end of the bargain, yada, yada, yada. Even though you wanted it, and you probably had some mental turmoil, and probably even some sort of abuse, gaslighting, that kind of thing, which made you fearful of the relationship, whether it was something from the past or this person was displaying that energy. The other person in a relationship was afraid of being tied down because they wanted to be more free. They wanted to do whatever, whenever. They didn't want to depend on you. They didn't want you to depend on them. They wanted to just kind of do their own thing. And when they come home, you're just another person. Okay? Like another piece of furniture. That's what you're there for. You're like an accent. Okay? So it's kind of like similar energy, like the same mindset. Okay? So, however that means for you. All right. Oh, split up. Four Pentacles. And we're on this person. Describe who this person is. Ace of Wands. Tell me more about them. I almost wanted to say look, there it is again. I almost wanted to say somebody lost passion in another person. But the indication that I got was no. Okay? They had no compassion. They had no compassion. Okay? They were using their power in a negative manner. They knew they had something over your head. They knew that they were, something about them. It's like I said, it's been all day. It's been all day. I don't even know that I really want to fool with this because I've just been, whatever. Okay. All right. Stay put. Okay. Anyway, what was I saying? It's like this person had never really been in charge or in control of anything. That's what it is. That's something, I don't know if this has anything to do with it, but here's a piece to a puzzle. This is a piece to a puzzle. This person that you were dealing with had never felt powerful. So they could have been, treated not so cool, not so desirable. They could have been treated, in the past before you, not so desirable or not so important. Maybe they had no power over another person, and they saw that they had power over you. And what happens when people get power? They start to abuse it. It's kind of like a normal process. Only very, very enlightened souls or certain people are able to be in a powerful, prestigious position, however slight the power. Okay? But when people get a taste of power, they crave it, they crave more of it, and then they start to flex, and then they start to abuse and take advantage. And it's just a normal process. And like I said, people that are in that position, not only a few people can actually truly handle it and remain themselves and remain wholesome and good and enlightened. But probably about, my guess, 95% at least, which is probably a fair thing. 95% of people can't handle power. Okay? When they have it, they neglect, and they abuse. I don't know if that's true or not. That's just my opinion, okay? That's what I think. Personally, I think it's a fair assessment. People that get into power, whatever it is. You get into a relationship with somebody. Children, small children, when they know that they have some sort of power over you, even children will take advantage of that, and then they'll start to control you. If you've never seen a child control their parents, I don't know what to tell you, because it happens. People's pets even do it. When they know that they have something over you, or that they know that they can bully you in a certain way, or control you, they'll use it. So it's very, very few people, humans and animals too. And now computers, artificial intelligence, everything. When it gets a little bit of power, they wield it, and they use it to harm others. Okay? And that's what this is. That's why I feel it's kind of like a good thing to always maintain your autonomy, not to give up too much of yourself, because when you give up those certain powers, it makes you susceptible to abuse. All right? Whoever this person is, that's like at the core of whatever this was with this relationship. Okay. It's something that they were holding over your head. They may have even had something that they were holding over your head. Literally could have been something like that. Could have been money. You owe them nothing. You have no honor to this person anymore. There's nothing that you need to do. This person was not true to you. They were not faithful to you. They were probably even dishonest with you. I'm sure that you already know that. So whenever people get into a certain position or they get like that, then they have to start to create things about their persona. Okay? And that's what you have. Now, there was too many cracks in their foundation. Too many cracks in the foundation. Everything I say is metaphorical or it could be literal, so take it however resonates for you. Everything that I say, we're putting it into a hat. Everything I say, put it into a hat. Whatever is yours, whatever makes sense, take that out. Everything else that doesn't fit, leave it inside the hat because it's for somebody else. Okay? All right? Not to mention, not only is it for somebody else like a cross watcher, you know, but it even could be the person that we're talking about here in this scenario. Could be what they're thinking. It could be their side of the story, the side of the story that you never saw or never knew. Okay, besides what I'm interpreting, but it could be, you know. Okay, I think you get what I'm saying. I hope. Okay. Also, tarot is gender neutral. Okay, I'm leaving it at that. If you can't figure that out, good luck. Okay. Now, actually, I haven't really even said anything about anyone being, you know, a certain gender, so it should just kind of come natural. You know who you are in the story, I'm sure. If you don't know who you are in the story, good luck. Only you're going to know if it's yours. What's the next action that this person's going to take? Sideways. Whoa! See, this came out sideways and it still is, but look. So either way, Tower. This person's probably going to show up from out of nowhere. Okay. This has something to do with somebody could be coming to spill the beans, and they could tell you, the reason why we broke up is because there was another person, and that person I was doing something behind your back that I shouldn't have been doing, and that's the reason for a lot of it. Okay, I feel like somebody has something to tell you. Okay, somebody maybe needs to come clean. And it could be like something, kind of shows up from out of nowhere. All right? Somebody else had a hand in whatever. However it was. Okay? However another person was. However that is. Whether it's romantic, an in-law, a mom, a sister, a friend. However that was. Another person had a hand in it. However, for the majority of you, it is another person, and it was schmexable. Okay. I'm only laughing because I had to use the word. I'm not laughing because it's funny, because it's not. Many of us have been through that. But that's what the truth is. It's something that you probably always know, but you can never prove. Okay? Maybe you suspected it. Maybe there was tons of evidence, but, they never said anything. Somebody's going to be coming to tell you. And then it's going to be, start a new cycle. Fresh, clean. Okay? That's what I have. There's a newfound power. It's almost like taking your power back. Remember what I was talking about where somebody had some kind of power over you? You're taking your power back. And you're not, I don't see you letting anyone have it anymore. Because I kind of feel like you're probably going to be into certain conflicts here and there. And you're not going to put up with it anymore. Not that you're going to go off or anything like that. I see you remaining dignified. Not losing your cool. But letting people know, hey, I'm on to you. I know what you're trying to do. I know you're trying to insult me. Don't insult my intelligence. And kind of working working your way around that. Standing up for yourself. It's a new way of standing up for yourself. A very mature way of standing up for yourself. I don't see you allowing anyone to do that to you anymore. That's what I have. Alright? I'm just going to leave it there. Alright. Hit the like button. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. Hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. A little tongue-tied. It's been a long day. Anyway. That's pretty much it. If you'd like to reach out to me to book a private personal reading, email becomethestar1111@gmail.com. Or you can reach out to me through Instagram. You can DM me directly. Become the Star. All one word, all lowercase. That's pretty much it. Good luck, and see you on the next one.